Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? It's your boy Tamil Cuts, proud owner of Uppercuts Barber Shop.
Hey, there we go. This is Lonnie
Hey,
Horn, proud owner of World Class Faders and World Class Stylists, Barbershop and Salon.
you are watching another episode of For the Culture Podcast every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is the United Barbers Club, and welcome to the clubhouse.
Jack. It's officially open. It's
Jack,
officially open. Yes, good evening to everybody in the clubhouse. My mama, happy Tuesday, ma.
happy
Donnell Bryant.
Tuesday.
Yeah, we
Donnell been
appreciate you.
hanging with us the past
That's what
couple of
that's what I was about to say,
man.
man. We appreciate that
Been
loyalty,
on
man.
it.
Just don't think
Been
we take
on
your
it.
time for granted, man. We appreciate it. You gave us a piece of the most valuable thing you got in life, man. So thank you so much. All right, man. You got that Happy Tuesday up. Yeah, I keep saying I'm gonna make that T-shirt. I'm gonna make that T-shirt. Happy Tuesday T-shirt, y'all. We're gonna start rocking those. All right, man. Before we get into any
I'm over here
bills or
having
anything,
technical issues. I'll be
what's
right
wrong?
back with you.
Oh, okay. T. All right. So while he's doing that, y'all, yes, we appreciate you too, Donnell. Big thing, man. Just big thing to see like the names that show up every Tuesday and let us know we're doing something right. But anything that we can do to make it better, always let us know, man. Craig Skills in the building, Black Barber Month, and iconic barber education. Okay, break that down a little bit, man. Appreciate that. 55. Appreciate that, man. Happy Tuesday to y'all. We got an amazing guest today. I'm actually really excited to bring this guy on because the industry has been talking, and I think right now it's really cool to hear from our vocal people just to get the climate of the industry, man. It's really, 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 really dope. So we blessed. We're definitely blessed. Um, you got your technical issues ironed
Oh,
out.
done. And it was as simple as turning the volume up on my computer. It's just simple as that sometimes. Sometimes,
I seen his
we
face.
panic.
His
I'm pulling wires. I'm like, oh no, let me try that.
his face didn't. It just didn't look right. I was like, all right, man. Well, we got a lot to do tonight, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna go ahead and start this off, man. Why don't you tell them what you're wearing, young man?
Hey,
You,
that's not feel good. What?
we
What?
couldn't hear you. Now we can hear you.
Okay. Well, man, quick, man. Hey,
I
y'all
think you
get it
was keep.
together.
I think you was keep sweating your mic. You was holding the mic.
Hey, I am wearing the latest and greatest Mississippi Elite Barber Summit hat. And I'm accessorizing that with a Salute the Barber shirt. It's a dope
Okay.
collab right here. Really appreciate you guys having me today. Thank
I like that smoothness, man. I like that smoothness. I actually want to second the apparel that you have on this week. That's our guy, Rick the Barber, aka that guy Rick. Gonna be throwing the first big event out of Mississippi. That's what he got on that head. And then our Barber brothers out in Tennessee. Salute, man, big time. And for me today, man, I went back. I got my Reform hat.
you.
Shout out to Reform. They're all about rehabilitating people who have served time in prison. I was blessed. They actually came to our shop in Sacramento and shot a piece there. And they blessed me with this piece right here. So it was nice to bring it back, man. Meek Mill is a part of this, and a lot of other, I think Kim Kardashian and a lot of other influential celebrities out there. And on the chest, we
On
are
the
wearing
chest.
our guy, blood, veins, and bandages, man. BBB, one of the biggest hustlers out here in the game. I can't think of how many events I've been to, and he hasn't been there vending. Get your pins from him. Our guy Oscar is always pushing barber apparel, barber branded stuff. So shout out to BBV, man. And on
Yes,
that note,
on that note,
that is what we are wearing today. It's time to pay some bills, man. And when we
oh
say
yeah,
pay bills, we want to thank our partners and our sponsors, the people who really, really just have done some amazing things in our lives, man, and allowed us to travel, meet, grow, and get exposure, man. So we got to thank them, man. Check, check, check.
Barbers Illustrated magazine is the ultimate magazine for the culture, craft, and community of the barbering world. Get stories and insight from your favorite barbers from all over the world. Plus, much more you won't get anywhere else. Subscribe now at barbersillustratedmagazine.com, just $6 a month for print, or go digital for $2.99 a month. Join the movement at barbersillustratedmagazine.com.
So this is a Bopper card. Someone can scan the QR code or I can just tap it to the back of someone's device, click the link. Now they have instant access to all of my website links, all of my social media, and my contact card. That is Bopper.
The Tano, vetted talent now, the first platform built to let barbers show their skills, personality, and presence through video. And for shop owners, it's a game changer for hiring. No guessing, no wasted interviews, just real barbers showing real work before they walk in your shop. Every profile is ID verified. Barbers get discovered, shops build better teams. Everybody wins. The Tano, skills speak louder than words. Download now. Available on all platforms.
Bam, and we back.
And we back like that.
We back.
Shout out to all of our sponsors, man.
Yes, indeed. There's something that I found out today. We get off of these lives and we have so many people that was viewing it, but they wasn't in the comments. Some people don't know how to be able to be in the comments, be in the chat. You have to sign into your YouTube and then you're able to join the chat. If you're just watching it through YouTube without being signed in, you'll just be able to watch it, but you won't be able to participate. So if you guys want to participate, please log into your YouTube and come back and follow this live so you guys can be able to interact. Also, make sure you guys subscribe and hit the notification button so when we do those random lives out of the blue, you'll be notified to be able to hop in and be a part of those as well. So
yes, and what he's talking about, we've been doing live uncuts on random days like Mondays and Thursdays. And man, when we do those uncuts, we got people that got some that their voices in this industry, but they got to get some off their chest, and those have been going up. So make sure to click that reminder bell. That way it'll tell you when those things are happening. All right. Man, and now that guy Rick is in the comments, so we call that the clubhouse, and the clubhouse is officially open now. Jack,
yeah,
yeah,
Jack.
man. All right, man.
Where we coming from? Where we going?
Shoot, where was we just at? T.
We was in
Oh,
Modesto.
we were in Modesto. Shout out to Vix. No, we talked about that last week.
Yeah,
We
that
talked
was the
about that.
last barber event besides
Yeah.
what we just did on
Yeah, last
Saturday.
weekend we were at
Yes.
my comedy show. So
Yeah.
if any of y'all have been online uh and just keeping up with what we're doing, we both host events outside of our Barbers Club events. Tamel throws a dope grilling and chilling thing every year. He does things for the community. We do Heat the Streets, and then I also have classes at my shop and I throw events. And my last event was comedy night at Stylers, and we had an amazing lineup. We had our resident host Lance Woods. This guy tours with Desi Banks. You can see him on stage with DL Hughley, Mike Epps. I mean, he's been on with Martin Lawrence. This dude
He's
is
got
on
a live
fire.
on he's got a show on Netflix.
Yes, he is on fire right now. So to have him locally, well, he's in LA, but to have him come up and just bless our local region is just amazing, man. So he's our resident host. Then we got Rico the Great. He's one of our very own Northern Cali headliners. But then we bring our international headliner in, and we brought Kelly Kales.
Kelly
She's
Kales.
LA by way of Milwaukee. She was on fire. Rico was on fire. Everybody was on
Yeah,
fire. It was just
everybody
a
was.
dope situation. We did 2 shows, filled the building, man, and we're just doing something, man. We bring in a quality nightlife events is what I'm focused on when it comes to that building. I have my boy Tamel in the building.
I
It's
always like the support. Plus, I love
it's
comedy.
Yes,
It was
it
great.
was it was real cool, y'all. When you have real support, people that really want to see you win and you want to see them win, that's just something you can't even put monetary value on, man. So when I'm all running around doing my thing, and then Tamel come walking in the door all calm, what's up, bro, man, this looks dope, like that is like one of the best feelings out of that night, man. So what was your experience like there?
For one, I just love how you transform the whole place. It does not. Lon's style, world class stylers salon and barbershop is just fantastic. It's well designed. It's well put together, and it alone is a sight to be seen. But then he transforms this place, and you guys come in, you have no idea what it is. It feels just like a nightclub. It's got that whole ambiance. So you did a great job on that. My favorite part is always getting my double shots of Patron on rotation.
Did we do better on the drink service this time?
Oh, bro, they was on it. They was on it. I
We
was
got the
very proud of
iPads
them, man.
now. They ordering,
Oh,
and then the order goes to the bar.
mm,
We got timers on the bar
bruh,
drinks get made.
you ain't
Like
no
I'm
joke
really,
for that. That was
man.
nice. It
Thank you,
felt
man.
good. It didn't feel like quickly put together. It felt like there was a lot of thought behind it, and there was a lot of organization behind it. Even the cooks and how they run their staff, bro. It was
They
fantastic.
came through. I was like, look at y'all, man. They came through with the little biker
Uh,
shorts
I
and the
was looking at
all
all
red. I
that.
was
And I
like,
was looking at all
okay.
that. The hats,
They
the
did
aprons.
like
I'm
they
like,
black hooters. I was like,
they was
y'all killed
it was
it.
doing it.
Hey, I pulled
Yeah.
them aside and had a huddle with them. I said, I didn't doubt y'all, but I did not know y'all was gonna come through like this. They was like, look, you know how females talk to each other. I could see they huddle. Look, B, we got to come through there and smash. Y'all, you go put your cute little shorts on. I want your red shirt tie. But man, they came through
And was that a
clean,
whole
man.
different company from the first
It
time?
was, yeah, that was A&O Smoke Barbecue. The first one is Ray's Soul Smoking Barbecue. Yeah,
Bro, they
yeah.
both were good. The mac and cheese on this one, mm. And my
Oh,
wife could
okay.
make some mac and cheese. That mac and cheese was fire,
I'ma tell them. I'ma tell them.
fire.
If any of y'all are ever in the Sacramento area, man, we the club, the page is Stylers Social Club. You could go in there. You'll see our next event. Our next one is November 29th. We're bringing out Esau McGraw, and we got another surprise that we're gonna combine with it. But anyway, that was what we did last weekend. It was fun. I love you, T, for supporting me. This weekend, we going to Vegas.
We going to Vegas, dog. Like
Yeah,
my boy
man.
Rick the Barber says, man, we are going to Vegas to the LV Barber and Beauty Expo. We've been in there in different types of modes. We brought our whole podcast there, teamed up with
Mm-hmm.
Barber View, did it that way. We also been there just walking around like backpack boys and getting content,
You
content,
hella funny
content,
for that one.
content,
You petty.
content. Hey, and that one I love the most because when we do the podcast, we're stuck in that booth and we got to send people to go get people, and we're there working, working,
Yeah,
working. To be able to walk around, we can shake hands, kiss babies, really come in contact with so many more people and get so much content.
yeah,
So we're doing it a little bit different this time. We never really got to see LV Expo because we always working. We're gonna
yeah,
still be working, but we're gonna give ourselves some good gaps to be able to get around and socialize. So if y'all see us, come holler at us. Come take a pic with us. Let's take a pic with you, and let's just mingle.
yeah. We actually gonna be having fun with y'all this weekend, man. So we get to play. We get to play. We're gonna get some things done, but we
Yeah.
get to play. We're actually gonna have us cameraman. We're gonna be vlogging the weekend, showing what it's like to be with UBC at the Las Vegas Expo and the pre-party. We're gonna be out there. They got the black party, so y'all make sure y'all don't do what me and Tamel do and wear white when it's black and wear orange when it's
When it's black. Now we coming
yes,
correct this time.
man.
Ain't
We're
nobody
gonna
talking
be
about us.
we're gonna be blacked out. And anybody that's on IG, we appreciate y'all. I see y'all on there. make sure to click the link in our bio so you could come over to where we're at in our studio on YouTube. And as Tamel mentioned, if you sign into your YouTube, you can be a part of the comments, and we want you in the clubhouse. All
Yeah,
right, man.
and we possibly might be looking for a cameraman for the pre-party. So DM us if you guys are interested to hold our camera, get some footage. We'll make sure you get in and some other perks. So tap in with
Yes,
us.
yes, yes. I see another IG. Y'all jump over, click the link in our bio so you can jump in on the interview and be with us live on YouTube,
All
please. Or
right.
go to fortheculturepodcast.com.
Yes,
All right, my
indeed.
man. Hit,
I got
hit,
you.
hit me. Hit
I
me.
got
All
you.
right. All
I
right, y'all.
like
So
this.
it's that time,
Got
man.
it.
It's that time, man. You know, Tamil and I get to travel around this world, man. We get to meet some of the dopest people, man. And this industry is so amazing. You know, where do you get to meet people and instantly feel a sense of brotherhood, sisterhood? And that's why we call it Barber Love. That's why we call this our Barber family. This is a guy right here that we met him. He was actually on our coast. Even though he's not from our coast, he was on
Nope.
our coast. And instantly, man, we just love this dude's energy, the passion he had. We knew we were getting ready to see him skyrocket in this industry, and we have seen nothing less ever since. This is like your barber's favorite barber. This is that universal. Wait, how God been say? One industry, one love.
Yeah,
Man.
one
He
love.
shows love to everybody, man. And man, this is that Puerto Rican firecracker, man, that we just love to see him coming, man. Everybody loves this guy, man, and we're happy to have him on the platform today. Bringing to the screen, coming to the screen is the one and only, man, Barber Nesty.
Nesty.
Ok. Hey, papi, tú sabes.
Hey,
Hey, let's
salute our
go.
Tennessee Barber brothers.
Oops, I'm sorry.
Yo,
I kicked him
Salute
off.
our Tennessee
always,
Barber brothers.
always work with the Salud de Barber. I carry Salud de Barber everywhere. The reason why I advise barbers to use barber clothes, people's gonna see it and they're gonna ask
Yes.
you cut hair.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, the barber. This is my clothes. You know how the other brands. This is my brand. And
Amen.
hat. No, it's my mom gave me this hat.
He's doing his apparel of the week.
Yeah, what's your apparel of the week? That's cool. Hey, Nestor, you right though, man. Whenever we wear barber stuff, you could be at the cash register at the grocery store. Somebody always asks, like, "Oh, you're a barber?" And sometimes you forget you got it on, and
Bruh.
you be like,
Bruh.
"Wait, yeah, how'd you
How do
know?"
you
And they be
know?
like, "Dummy, your hat got a barber pole on it. Your shirt got some." So, man, it's good to have you, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great, man. I'm feeling great. I'm really excited to talk here, express a little bit of my thoughts. Yeah, I've been doing great. I just moved here to Virginia Beach. Thank God. I'm doing great. I got
Where was
7
you
years
at before that?
in Virginia, next to Washington, D.C. in
Oh,
the east.
Okay,
you've always been. You said you just moved to Virginia. Where'd
Yeah,
you
I
move
just
from?
Virginia. I was a challenge, and I actually beat the challenge better than I thought. In 7 months, I became one of the best barbers. And bro, I bring clientele all the time without taking no classes of marketing, uh, working old school and learning, of course, how to use the internet.
there
No,
you go. You got
uh,
mixing both of them, right?
yeah, mixing both of them. A lot of people right now they struggle on the clientele, but the reason why is because they don't have good advertising, and it's not that they don't have Instagram or a Google page. It's they don't have good pictures. They don't even know how to take the picture. Or you don't have to be good picture, but they just don't have the good work. And like we was talking about, you coming out of no knowledge and you get a little bit of knowledge, maybe a year or 6 months, and you expect of having a lot of people, or a lot of people come out of barbering, or they see you cutting hair and they see you on a Saturday, and they think it's that easy. Oh, he's making money, I can do that. And at the time of doing it, they break. They see a Monday, Tuesday, no money, or nobody comes, especially when you're starting, and they just looking at you like it's your fault, or like you got a pass power, or you gotta give them your clientele. But I tell them, listen, it takes time. It took me like 15 years to be in this position. You
So
know,
you've been a barber
Wait,
for
yeah, so I
15
was gonna
years?
say.
yeah, I
How long you
graduated
been barbering? 15?
around 2010.
Okay. And
I
now you're not only a barber, you're an educator as well, right?
Yeah, I actually started educating because I started seeing people struggling. and people struggling on the same struggles that I struggle. And I wanted to have somebody. I have people who taught me, but you know how human beings are. That sometimes you don't click with everybody, or maybe the way that guy teach, you don't click with it. So I
Mm-hmm.
noticed that a lot of people did teach or they tried, but they didn't know how to communicate themselves towards people they didn't know. So I created a whole system to I can like share the knowledge in a simple way. I would say like barbering for dummies. You know what I'm saying? And it had worked. It had worked. I went viral on social media. I just I kind of calm down. I'm not really like too hard on social media because I'm not that kind of person. I just had to apply with life because it's what life is happening now. If you're not in social media or you're not doing videos or this, really you don't grow that much how you would like to grow.
But the way the world is going now, yeah. But you're such an in-person person. Like I said, when we met you, you're something special to meet in person. Your passion, your energy. Everybody likes Nesty when they meet him.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you mixing those two is
That's one
I
of
can see why
the
it makes you that beast. But I want to ask you a question. What were some of those struggles? You said I have struggles in the beginning, and I can
well,
relate to what people needed.
I had the personality on point, but I lack on consistency. Same thing when I started, people didn't explain me about, oh, it's different textures. You cannot
Mm.
expect haircuts come the same. Nobody explained me either. Hey, it's another shaver called Norelco. It's cheaper. Nobody explained me. Hey, you gotta have two trimmers and one trimmer like this, the other trimmer like this. I didn't hear nobody telling me about how easy it is to hurt somebody with the clipper in the neck.
Yeah.
Nobody told me that. Nobody told me like, hey man, go soft here, don't press it. Oh man, get another clipper which you can like lower the hair down.
So
Stuff
did you
like
go to school? Because this sounds like a person that don't go to school.
Papi, nobody in school teach that. That job, 90% of the barber school I go, they don't care. They don't pay.
Wow.
The teacher over there is just trying to get rid of the people who's coming and teach a little bit and get out and get their check because they can make more money cutting hair. But for some reason, they just choose that. Some of them I see they're not even good cutting hair. That's why they teach because they just teaching a little bit because they're not even good. With they don't have charisma. They don't have charisma. They don't have charisma. Most of the teachers that you see in this barber school, most of them, I'm not saying everybody, but most of them, the regular barber school, they're not gonna teach you, man. I try to go to barber school and tell them, hey, listen, I help you out. I got a sequence. They don't want it. Make sense? They
Yeah.
just drop you in a jungle and they expect that you just learn and cutting. And yes, you learn cutting, but I don't see no support on the level that I'm bringing the support.
Yeah. What surprises me is that I don't know how many barber colleges you've been to, and then even me, I've been to several, but we can still like confidently say, or this is how we feel. We confidently say like they don't teach really in the barber schools how to really cut hair. But
No.
there are schools that do, but we sum it all up as if they
Yeah,
don't.
I wish like that's what I'm trying to bring on my platform around the world. Is like my platform is not for everybody. It's just for teachers who's teaching barbering and for people who's learning barbering. So a lot of the teachers that I have met through the world, and I'm talking about through the world because I'm talking about people they calling me from Asia, from people from Europe, from people from all areas of America, telling me they apply my technique in their school. I'm not gaining nothing from it. Why? I'm not gaining nothing from it because I don't want to gain nothing from it. I just want the customers when they go to a barber shop, they don't come to me telling me they getting murdered. Ain't nobody out there who cuts hair good. Oh, and then when I go to those people, they like, oh, nobody teach me. So no more. Ain't no excuses for none of them. Actually, I actually do is I educate even my customers how they can express themselves towards the barber and how they can read if the barber is good enough because
Mm.
a lot of clientele too comes to you because you're the professional. People who start, they don't have patience. You gotta understand, this is a person's business.
Can you
People
can
business.
can you
It's
give
not
us a
about
little bit of that rundown on what you would say to a client to give him insight
sport.
on what makes a good barber?
One of the things that I specialize is people who is lacking of lineups. They don't have hair. Most of the people, they come to me, like today. I had a customer. The first thing he said when I was about to do the lineup, don't push it back, don't push it back. He said it with a passion, like he has so much bad experiences.
Yeah.
I call him down and I'm like, listen, I understand. I put my tools down and I look into the eyes and I tell him, listen, trust me, I get it. If I was bad barber, believe me, I would not stop. I would be there already. Why you think this is the last thing I'm doing? And he like, yes, man, because I've been going to so many barbers and they all just go like that. And I'm like, you
Mhm.
see, lack of education. So you're telling me that I got a customer. He been here 20 years in Virginia Beach. I got here 8 months. And he got 5 years looking for somebody who can understand something simple of knowing that he don't have the lineup and he don't have a hard line. How you believe that? How you believe that I'm in a place when I got people living here 20 years? I got here 8 months and I asked them, hey, what happened with your barber? I've been going through barber shops for the past 4 years and I don't find nobody through the I came through your page. And I saw somebody on your page who looked just like me.
Mm.
Now, do you blame the teacher, not the teachers? Do you blame the educators, the
No, I
instructors for
the people
for-
who want to go out there without being prepared. It's not actually the teacher's fault, it's our fault. Why? Because if you went to the school and you're going to do that, you're supposed to be educating yourself already before going over there. Matter of fact, if you're going to barber school, you're supposed to know the foundation of it. At least you gotta have at least 50 cuts on your pocket, even if you didn't know, because those
who
people,
is that? The educators? I
no,
mean, the
No, he's
instructors.
saying the students. He's saying the
educated,
students.
it's not.
Before they go to barber college, they need 50 cuts under
No,
their belt.
he's saying the students before they leave school, they need to
Okay,
have
got
50
you,
cuts
got you.
under their belt
Yeah, so
before they
I'm
even go to the public and cut hair.
yeah, I'm
Yes,
just taking you back. Stop. I want to slow you down. Stop, because I'm talking about the educators that's educating them. We were
it's not
talking about it's not
not
their fault, but the
not fair.
system.
It's not enough money. They're not paying enough money. So
Yeah,
how you
this
gonna motivate somebody?
but the school system is set up for them to pass the state board. They
Exactly,
don't care if you can cut.
exactly.
They even took that out of the whole curriculum or out of the testing out here in California. You don't got to do the practical. You just got to do the written.
The
So
written.
it's not it's it's the school itself, the
It's
curriculum, the system.
yeah. I feel the system gotta divide the classes. Makes sense? Okay, you're gonna have a class of how to deal with customers. And what happens when this customer think like this or come with this trauma? What to do? How to treat it? Another class. Okay, we're gonna have a fading class. How to understand fading. We're gonna have a class on how to do lineups and understanding this area of the head and why people is missing hair right here. Makes sense?
You know,
That's how I feel. If I would do it at school, I would divide everything. Why? Because like that I can give something better to my students. That it
yeah.
really beside the school thing. Because in the end, you spend a lot of time really cutting them in the book. And they
Yeah.
spend a lot of the time doing nothing on the phone, sitting on the barber school. Instead of having another teacher, maybe you don't have nobody to cut. Papi, you got somebody on the TV explaining everything about a haircut they showing. Instead of having the teacher over there on the phone because he's just waiting to get paid. It's a
Okay.
lot of ways that you can do to kill that time. Bro, I've been in barber school where everybody's sitting down and the two teachers in the back on the phone. And
And
this
we've
just
been
try
in
to
some
watch
schools.
videos and like do something on their own. And I go over there and I'm like, yo, Nasty Barber, bro, I've been watching your videos. Thanks to your videos, man, I know how to fade. And then they in the barber school. And I'm like, but you in barber school, how? Because me, I just met you.
So we have a barber school in here right now. He said it's not about the classes, it's about helping each student perfect who they are behind the chair, because everybody starts at different area in different places. So I want to I like what you're doing. And I like that you're so vocal. We're gonna dive into this and get something out of this. So you have those students who don't take it serious in school enough, but they still do their hours and they pass. Then you have those students who they take it serious, but their confidence is not there. They have, confidence issues, and they're still not getting there. Do you think that, to Mel's point, the schools are supposed to teach them about sanitation, how to and how to do basic knowledge and uses of their tools, excuse me, and get licensed? But you know how when you graduate from college, there's like graduate, there's undergraduate. Like you can, did I say it right? Graduate or undergraduate? Basically, continued education. So do you think that the answer would be once they get out of school, they need to go further their training since it's not enough? Because if the school did everything that they were supposed to do,
Let me
then
explain
who is it on?
how long it will take you to learn to clean some clippers, bro.
But that's very
How,
important.
how long? Now,
It's
understand,
not just cleaning though.
listen, understand these skins, it takes a long time. It's not enough time, even though if I wanted to, because I can't bring everybody from the planet to you see all the different kind of hairs. Yes, I feel there is things that they can be done to we can live, like I told you, kill the time between they not doing nothing. Because a lot of the time of barbering, the people gotta learn is patience. So if you in the school, and like I come back and I repeat it, and I'm answering you that question. If we get and we separate it, okay, Saturday we know it's gonna be people coming, right? You gotta make how many hours? 1,200 hours. How much is 1,200 hours? We're talking about a year. And that's you going to school 3 days a week. That's if you gotta make the hours going to school. Plus, maybe you got somebody in a barber shop where you're going to work. That's who the people who really want it, they going to work. So at the time that you're in the barber shop, you come starting, let's put it, you got the teacher, he do the book work. The book work, how much it takes? 2 hours, 1 hour. That's what they do. The rest of the hours, if you know they need training, instead of telling them, go to the floor, wait till somebody comes, get the people who's not cutting, go to the room, and at that time, talk to them, explain them all the videos, your experiences like a barber, like a teacher, how you grew. Then somebody comes, it's time to cut. Okay, let's go to the floor. Don't let like I tell you, the teachers, they're not gonna be passionate enough because it's not enough money to pay them.
So
So
you have that. You have that.
have
And
they gonna sit down. That's why it feels they don't learn. It feels
but
they don't learn, and then when they go out, they out like I didn't learn nothing. They pass the exam.
what so they learned something. They learned
Pass
everything in
the
that
exam.
book that got
They
them to
pass the
pass the
exam.
exam.
They passed the exam, but the exam it wasn't like, hey, do the fake to I can charge $40.
No. So
That's
we're
what
gonna get
people
into
wanna
that.
learn.
We're gonna get into that part. But
People wanna learn how I make $40 in one haircut. The school is not teaching you that. That's what they coming. So that's why I say the teacher they supposed to have that little space. Hey, if they not doing nothing nasty, I'm gonna bring them back there and I'm gonna tell them all my experience like a barber. What make people come back? Okay, what makes people like me? Why I got the charisma that I like? I tell people you gotta have a form of charisma and you have to know how to read the person. So how I teach that on that time that they take that they don't do nothing, they gotta put everybody in a room and do that. Everybody who's cutting, stay in the room. If you're not doing paperwork, we're not doing nothing. Let's go over here. Let's go to the video. All right, as well. Everybody together. Get the mannequin. But no.
I hear that, but what do you think the most important part of it for the school itself, the person that owns the school who's running the curriculum? The most important part is to keep getting the government funding and keep getting these people to graduate and get out of
Yeah,
the school.
I don't work in school.
The ones that are instructors, their job is go in there and help them out when they need help. There's some out here. We got a couple of great schools from barbers that are veteran barbers in this industry that own schools, and I see the difference in what they implement in their schools than the other schools. A lot of the other schools is funneling these kids in and getting them out. The instructors they got can't cut grass, let alone cut hair.
East Coast is like that. East Coast is everywhere like that. West Coast, I see is more passion for fashion. So being more passion for fashion next to after down from New York down here, it sucks. Being honest, that's my experience. I have been in California. I have seen it. I know it's a couple of schools which I'm like, wow, I wish I see a school like this before. But well, like I said, on my experience, that's why I don't work in schools. Right now, I got a teacher from Richmond. He wanna make a class with me. He like,
Yeah.
okay, I already got a class for what you say to have the people graduated and get the exam and all that. He's gonna create one with my class. Make sense? So we
Mhm.
can train them on
Yeah.
the oral or on my techniques. I
So
will
you got the solution. That's the solution to the problem that you have with the people that's in and around your area that can come to
yeah.
you. We need
Now,
more people to
now
stand up like that around the country.
it's not enough money to pay me for that. What I'm doing is because it's gonna give me the license. Soon as I finish the license, that's why I don't work in school. I do the seminar because I tell the people, listen, you go to school, you got a 50-50 chance that you're gonna be a good barber when you come out. Not 80% of the people who go to barber school don't end up being a barber. From my class, from the 20 people who graduated with me, 2 of us we still barbers. So I'll tell them the truth. If I'm you and you really want to go to barber school, go to barber school. And when you're in barber school, between that, you're going to come and grab some seminars with somebody else. Because in barber school, they're going to teach you what you need, the paperwork, they're going to give you license and everything. But they're not going to teach you how to fake good. They're not going to teach you how to deal with the people. So I tell the people that's when it comes extra education. Yes, of course, I feel they're still gonna have to keep educating themselves. Plus, we got videos, we got the cell phone. A lot of people waste a lot of time. What? Doing, listening to what? Looking what? TikTok doing what? You're not educated. You come and do all that what shit after you good fading it. When you can fade 3 people in 1 hour and 20 minutes and make $140, and then you got the guy who don't want to leave the barber shop because he still want to chill with you. That's when you start watching the barber videos. That's when you start watching other stuff. But to the time that you don't control that and you don't have people believing in you when they leave that chair and tell you, Matt, dude, thank you. You saved my life. The job is not done.
Let me
Amen.
add something in there. I want to touch on something that you touched on too. Um, my intention is to not put any schools down, but there's something you mentioned that we noticed. So me and Tamil, we've gotten to speak at schools around this whole country, and we started off here on the West Coast, and we got some amazing schools out here,
You
man.
can smoke on camera, man. Live your life.
Yeah, be you. But
You.
thank you though for even considering that. So we have schools like uh Mixed in Sacramento. We have Stockton, Inspired in Stockton, California, Milan,
Simply
Simply
divine.
Divine, and also down in the Bay Area, Urban Barber College.
Hinton.
Who else we got down there?
Hinton molars.
Hinton, Mola, Santa Vita, and then we've even been to Vegas with the original
Oh,
Barber
the
School.
original.
So,
Man,
baby,
we just hold on. Let me finish. We've
how
seen when I tell you, man, we've seen some amazing schools out here,
Amazing.
and we're impressed, and we'll tell the students when we're speaking, man, we
They
wish we went to a
lucky.
school
Yeah,
like
they
this.
lucky
This
to
is
have
fire.
these cats.
The owners are super
Who love
passionate about what they do, and then they're accountable. So if there's something they could make better, they're always working on it. Now, we've gone to the East Coast, we've gone to the Midwest, and we've spoken at schools, and we've been to my hometown, Chicago, and it was really different. It really felt like we were back in the 90s. It felt really different. It felt free flow. It kind of felt like what you described, where, people were just doing kind of whatever, and the structure wasn't there. Now, I can't say that's all East Coast schools. We haven't been to all East Coast schools, but we noticed a big difference when we crossed over.
of
So
course,
I'm so I'm
Those-
kind of
of
so I'm
course.
curious. So you feel like it's the student or the school more with what you
The
experience?
student, because I'm already giving you the answer. You
Okay.
know, like I said, if you wanna do something, I feel that when you wanna do something and you say I wanna be a barber, to that point, before you go into school, before you do anything, you have to educate yourself somehow or some way to know what you're getting into. Make sense? If I'm I want to be a barber to this day, knowing all this technology and shit, I find out who's the best barber,
Mm,
what happened, school helped me, what I gotta do now, because we all know barbers, most of them they subestimate us. Let's be real. They don't believe on barbering like that. They don't think it's a real job. So the first impression of somebody is, oh, if you do it, I can do it. So I tell them, okay, I know you can do it. But because they come and tell me, oh, can you give me a class? And I'll pay you. Can you give me 2 classes? And I'll be like, hey, have you cut before? No. And I'm like, so have you seen videos before? No. So how you wanna be a barber? That's in your mind if you not never by willingly have pick up a pair of clipper and I have cut somebody without telling nobody nothing.
that's where I was trying to get you to go right there. Okay, so check it out. So that's where I was trying to get you to go, and the reason I was pushing you that way is because the last few podcasts we've had, I've heard that come out of veteran barbers' mouths, that you need to go and learn about this first. You need to go learn about, and I was like, whoa. And we've asked, like, where do they learn? How? What do you suggest? And you just touched on it big. So you're saying, I just want to clarify. So you're saying if you want to get in this barber industry, don't just look and say, oh, that looks cool, I want to go do that. Show a little interest and go start researching. Go find a model. Go find somebody that you can at least model after before even jumping into it, is what you're saying.
And before jumping saying that you like it, because if you've never been in the customer service world, you don't know what to do.
That's big, Nesty. That's
That's what
big right there.
tell you all this time. That's what I'm trying to teach on the schools, the customer service part, because they just see it like a job, like I just cut hair, my mom cut hair. No, brother. Like I said, they want to learn how to take $40 from somebody in 30 minutes and make them come back and make them say, bro, thanks to you, I got a girlfriend. Tell me who's going to teach you that.
So
So,
do you think that's what's bringing? So do you think the money is what's bringing people into it now, or do you
yes,
get what I'm?
because
Okay.
of course, what happened before the pandemic? Let's be real. $10,
Yep.
$15. I had to
Yep.
sell drugs. I had to sell bullet CDs. I had to do mad shit on the side to I can actually complete my rent or complete stuff, even though I was cutting and never stopped cutting. To now, after the pandemic, everybody started charging 40 and up. On that time, nobody wanted to be a barber. Why nobody wanted to be a barber on that time?
He
Nobody
hit it.
hair cutting. It was $10.
You're right.
But
You're
now,
right.
bro, look, I got Navy people here telling
Mm-hmm.
me I cut 3 people. I do $120. I do that in an hour and 40 minutes, hour and 30 minutes. The Navy people make $125 a day by
Yep.
Saturday.
Yep. That's it's average. It's
And
average.
that's what we used to make before the pandemic.
And you're right. And you know what you reminded me of, Nessie? You reminded me of, you made me think. I've heard this a lot. Like, I'm cutting hair, and people that never cut hair, they counting our money. and because they're thinking they're going, damn, bro, I'm
I
paying
did
you
that before I was a
$50.
barber.
I'm paying you $50. Like, and so for the customer, they're going, damn. When I first heard 50, hell no, I'm not paying no 50. But then you gonna leave your barber, you go to this shop. Man, I left him because man, they raised their money up to they raised their prices up to $50, and then they raised their prices up, and then you start seeing them circle back to their barber, and then they
Yep.
don't complain no more. Now they've adapted. So what I'm getting to is I forgot the dialogue that I was hearing until I was listening to you. I've heard hella people that had no interest in barbering go, man, this might be something I might need to consider. Not because they like barbering or they like the customer service side, because they like, hold on, man, you getting $50 every time you cut me, and then they counting the whole day.
Yep.
10 years ago, bro, come and learn with me. Let's cut hair. No, fuck that. Man, let's cut hair today. Hey, bro, I'm watching videos, man. I cut my son.
Yep.
Oh, I told you 10 years you couldn't be a barber right now with me. But no, because it was $10. Makes sense? It
Yeah.
depends to the cost of living in your place. I go to Puerto Rico, you pay 20, but the cost
Yeah.
of living over there is cheaper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Still, the cost of living went up everywhere. So now, too, this is the other thing. This is another problem with the people. They come and tell you, oh, I want to learn, but I'm off just Monday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cabrón, es que first thing of barbering is consistency. I know people, they not that good cutting hair and they always pack because they always in the barber shop. They always available.
Ooh.
If you're not available in that moment and you're not willing to sacrifice and pass that Black Christmas, how you gonna make it happen? Because it's gonna be sometimes that you're gonna be sitting down and you don't even know what to do with yourself. What you gonna do in that moment? You're gonna go in constructions. What you gonna do? You're gonna get another job. When stuff get bad, when vacation time passes in your town and everybody goes out of town. Oh, you know those days that from somewhere nobody comes.
Yeah.
Are you willing to deal with that? Are you willing to deal when you cut somebody bad and he tell you suck? Are you willing to deal with people when they come with traumas and tell you, hey, I used to pay $20 over there. But you work $20, you're not worth 40 and you're charging them 40. Of course they're gonna complain.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
Uh,
People are seeing barbers like you, Nessie, who are getting the 140 in an hour and 20 minutes, and they're going, I want to do that. But then they didn't realize that, like you said, you've been doing this 15 years. They didn't see that part. And so they jump in it. And I've experienced it. Me and Tamel both own barbershops, and we've seen it where, they're so excited, they get out, and then they come and then they sit, and I try to encourage them, like, hey man, you got to get out and talk to people. There's people walking
put
by.
that flag out.
Right. You gotta go fish, right?
Yeah.
And they say they're ready, but then when you tell them to go do that, it don't happen. They'll sit and wait. So do this piss you off, Nessie? I love the passion you have. Does this piss you off? Does this make you feel that people are disrespecting the barbering industry?
That's why I do the videos, because I'm tired of it. My videos are made for that. That's my answer. All my videos are realistic. Why you think my videos, the haircuts doesn't look like wow? Because that's what they gonna do. And that's how I'm getting paid. So I'm giving them something that's enough for the regular people who want to learn how to cut, and they're going to be able to make it happen. I'm not telling you you're gonna be lost cutted. I'm not telling you you're going to be these guys doing designs, but I believe that you can fake. I can teach you that. And if you really do it, I will make sure that you learn how to fake. But you got to put off your part. You got to be willing to pay the price. A lot of people just want to get the check like anything, like any business. If you're not willing to put 4 years on the beat right here, and you're not willing to deal with people, and you're not willing to wake up without somebody telling you to wake up, that's one of the hardest ever. Waking up without having somebody threatening you or firing you. If you don't have nobody threatening you to firing you, you stay asleep.
Bruh. Hey,
Tamel just put a video. Booksy dropped a video with Tamel saying something that he says at schools all over this country. When we go speak, we both have certain things that we really dial in on, but he always dials on this one. And I was so glad to see Booksy put it out, so the world could hear it. He's like, you'll go and work a 9 to 5, and you will check in and you will be on time. You damn near won't brush your teeth because you're running late. You will get up and get there, but then you want to be a barber and then you won't show up for yourself. And then you talking about, I want to be a barber because I could make my own hours. I could take
be my
off
own
and
boss.
be my own boss, but you don't even want to boss yourself.
And it's not easy. I wake up every day praying God. Then somebody called me for a haircut, praying God that my pictures are good enough. Makes sense? I wake up every day at 8 and look my studio. Look, I work right here by myself. I wake up at 8. I stand here in my chair. I start passing my information because I already know how to do it.
Wait, what do you mean passing? You mean like you're when you say passing your information?
Passing my information, I do ads. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
I do an ad. Look at this. It's not about doing the ad. It's about doing an ad that makes sense. So I do an ad which is realistic. It's me there cutting, and I'm cutting a person which is real, and it's me. And when they see the reviews, when they see my following, when they see my job, I got somebody today. I'm going to give you a little one before we leave. I got one of the kids from the Navy today, and we was talking about it. And I told him, how you think that you came to this chair and I didn't even know you? At the time that you booked the appointment, I was asleep.
Yeah.
What was his answer?
He told me, you're right. And I'm like, marketing, right? Because he's a salesman. You know, marketing, right? This is this and this. He looked at me like, fuck. And I'm like, I'm making this amount of money. I already made what you're making a whole day in the Navy. And I didn't even got up. I don't even know you. I've never met you before. And you here. How you do? So, papi, that takes time. And you know how you do that? With the pictures. People, okay, I'm going to give you a tip, people, whoever is watching this. You want to get clientele, the first thing you got to do is be good at your craft, because you cannot be selling fake stuff. Secondly, you got to take pictures and stuff of your reality of your work. And you got to do your best to do that. You got to do the best pictures. If you got any doubts, copy people who take pictures or find somebody who teach you how to take.
There you go.
Easy. Third, you got to have Google, and you got to have your business on Google, or your barbershop got to be on Google. You got to have the best charisma to you can tell them, hey, can you leave me a review? And don't hesitate to put you 5 stars. I got 105 stars in 6 months. My Google page went up. When you go up to 50 stars, 5 stars, they put you on top.
Yeah, they start moving you up. Yeah.
Makes sense? But how I did that in the beginning before the reviews, I had to spend money on the ads, and I had to go and work in another barbershop, and it was a walking barbershop too, to the time that I was making my customer. I passed 4 months with no money. 4 months. I'm talking about no money, you know, enough to pay my bills. You know what I want to talk about, no money. 4 months. In the month number 6, that's when I start seeing the comeback. Because this is another thing, people. You got to understand, you cut this person's supposed to come back. If this person didn't come back, this person is from there, you did something wrong.
It's called retention. It's called retention.
Yes,
Okay, so check this out. I want your opinion on this, Nesty. So I've been saying to a lot of barbers that if you're not ready to be an entrepreneur, you should consider going to work for a franchise first. Because they train you, they teach you. I mean, they teach you customer service. They teach you how to cut more precisely, and then you don't have to worry about not getting paid while you figure it out. I personally think barbers see a Nesty, they see a Lowe's Cut It, they see the original Barber doll, and they're like, I want to go do that tomorrow. But they don't catch the interviews and hear that Nesty been doing it 15 years, Barber Dog's been doing it 20 years, Los been doing it 20 years. It wasn't always that way. And I personally think that excuse me, I call us custom barbers. You know, we're whatever you like, and it's your way type of barbers. But a lot of the times the custom barbers make fun of the supercuts. Like I tell barbers all the
Ah,
time,
super
I
cut.
don't talk shit about the
You work in
supercuts or the
super
great
cut,
clips.
it makes three
They got
thousand
systems. Yeah, they got systems. And if you don't have that naturally, like I have natural people skills, I have customer service skills, but everybody don't have that. So to me, if you don't have that, it's okay. You don't have to act like you have that, because you're going to go sit in that shop and it's going to be dry, it's going to be quiet, and it's going to be scary because you still owe that booth rent. I think you should go to a Great Clips first. Work
Mhm.
there for a year, maybe 2 years. Get your confidence up, get your
seven
customer service skills up.
7 years. You need at least 5 years working for somebody and with somebody. And then after 5 years, you consider going solo. Because remember, when you going solo, again, we come back to you by yourself. Again, we come back to the people's coming to you. You're not gonna be out there in the wild open in a barbershop by yourself. You in a closed door. So what that means, you gotta have connection. You gotta have the people already connected, and that take easily 5 years. After you figure that out, maybe to the year number 7 is that you're gonna be like, okay, I can go anywhere and make it happen. And in the year number 10 is when you're not afraid no more. Is when you're willing to die for it. But it doesn't take 3 years. The people who already in a salon, in a studio by themselves in 3 years, I give them props. I give them credit. And I've seen it. I'm telling you, I've
Mm.
seen it. But that's maybe 2% of 100% of people. You know what I'm saying?
But so my issue with that is just like barbers not wanting to be barber shop owners. You have a lot of them that just you think that's everybody's goal. Like every American wants to own a house, but it's not always the right thing to do or the
Right.
best thing to do. So for you saying that, like who not everybody wants to be alone. Everybody don't want to be in the salon by themselves. That is not a goal like I expect barbers to like reach for is to cut till they can be alone.
Well, mira, it's all depends the personality too.
Yeah.
I love to cut in the barbershop. I'll be honest. I love to cut in the barbershop. But the kind of personality I got, I learned that if I want to open or I want to work in the barbershop, I need some type of people working with me.
Mm.
Let me tell you this. If you own a barbershop, right?
Hmm.
And you come and tell me, Nesty, I want you to work with me. I'm like, okay, great. Let's do it. And you tell me, okay, Nesty, we're gonna go booth rent. Great. Oh, doesn't matter, commission. But when I come and see and you tell me, oh no, I don't cut hair, I don't work for you. You don't understand. You don't know what it is to be a barber. And if you don't give no example, how I know the barbershop is gonna run good? You don't even understand what the barbershop needs. And now, if I own
So
the
that's a
barbershop,
barbershop owner that don't cut hair. That's what you're
yeah,
talking about.
yeah, a lot. And now, if I was the owner and I want to work with people, I will grab people like if they know in my same level, they gonna let themselves guide. If I have to argue with you about how to make money, and if you know that I'm making money and you questioning me, get the fuck out because
Mm.
I don't have no time. You told me that you wanted to make money. I got the formula. What's the problem? So it's so hard to find people on the same level mindset because being a barber, it means being independent. But being independent don't mean that you cannot work on team. I want to make a barbershop. This is my dream barbershop. My dream barbershop is that we all cut and we can bring the same quality. You don't have to be the most high quality, but we all can be consistent on the quality. That if I got a
Mm.
customer, I can tell Looney, go ahead.
You know what I
Because I
think that you know what I think that problem is? Everything that you just said, it starts with leadership. It starts with
leadership team.
barbershop owners
Thank
treating their barber shop like a
Yes.
business and not just for collecting booth rent. I have this saying that I've been saying. I do not want booth rent barbers. I want business minded booth rent barbers
Exactly.
because I have a structure just like Lon has a structure, and I have a booth rental agreement which tells you what you can expect of me and what I can expect of you. It's kind of like signing an apartment lease. It's just telling you what you can and cannot do and what I will and will not do. And we all agree, we sign those things. So when things come around that you do opposite of that, it's easy to confront because we're running the business. You showed up for the 9 to 5 for the man, and you wore what he told you to wear, you did what he told you to do. I'm asking you to do this for yourself. And in return, you're gonna make us better and we're gonna make you better. So what's so hard about that? And when you don't, like you say, you need like-minded people, but when you set that structure up in the beginning, you and they sign to it, we do that 3 month uh what is it called on when you
Probationary period.
yeah, probationary period, because what they're going to tell you in the interview is everything that they think you want to hear, but we got to see them show up for that. And as they see it start working, everything that you implemented, then they start to buy in. So I just think we need to really be businessmen and run real business barbershops and not just go after the money.
And people gotta stop because you see me that I cut 3 people in 2 hours and I made $200. Doesn't mean that you can do the same. Picasso do the same thing. It's a whole video about Picasso, and the girl tell Picasso, "Hey, you Picasso, here, draw me something." He come and draw some bullshit on a napkin. He like, here, $500. Why so much? Because I've been doing this for 20 years.
So let's
I'm
talk
charging.
about that part. Let's talk about the topic today is $100 cuts with $10 skills.
That's
Skills.
why if you gonna be Picasso, you gotta make sure you got something to show for it. You cannot be talking about that you Picasso, go and take a picture, edit the picture, make it pretty, and then the person come with the hair that is nothing like the picture, and you cannot pull it off.
So what do you think a student should be charging when they come out of barber college?
$15.
$15. Any
Yeah,
and every student, no
it
matter
might
what.
be $5.
Hmm, okay.
But now, so this is the tough part though. Um, booth rent is higher now. You know,
Well,
there's no.
they can work by bootstrap. They gotta work by commission, and they gotta work with somebody who is like willing to work with them. This is a relationship stuff already. Because if you really want it, bro, and I see that you really want it, they're gonna work with you. Makes sense. If you show that you really want it, bro, tell me, Looney, you will not work with me if you see the passion.
Oh yeah, I've done it. I've
Yeah.
done it. And
$15
but you just
a
said something.
haircut.
Yeah,
Papi,
you just
papi,
said something specific though.
you
You
know what
said
the
something.
dollars,
Hold
bro?
on, but it was one thing that you said, Nesty, that was important. You said they should be commissioned. Now that was a big shift right there
That
mentally. And
$15
I don't
turned into
disagree with you. That might not be a bad
$7.
idea. That's just like me saying that they should go to Great Clips first or a franchise.
Yeah,
You
Yeah.
know,
look at
just something to prepare you. But $15, I'm just thinking of how can they, if you're charging 40, we're charging 50. At $15 commission, they're making like
that.
$5 to $7, no, $5 to $10.
I know that. I know that, right? Let me give you an example. If you come out of barber school and I see
Yeah.
you your skills and you're not even close to erase the zero line, how you
Yeah.
gonna charge $40?
Yeah.
Makes sense? It's all about depends the level of skills that the person is showing.
Let's
That's
say
what I
that
think.
they're damn good though. Let's say they're good and they can't get out that zero line.
Good. Like, okay, I'm gonna give you an example. I got Joshua. Joshua never charged $15. He always charged 40. But I was next to him. So we always pull the people good. They never left happy. But then one time I wasn't there. The person wanted to fight Joshua because Joshua was charging him $40 and the haircut sucked.
So is it all about the haircut?
In the beginning, Papi, it's all about the haircut because you wanna get better.
But then, but do you think you was just talking about this earlier about being in school? They should also be learning the business part of the consistency, the customer service part.
That's the beginning. If you
Yeah,
did that part, you can jump a lot of the parts that I'm telling you.
but
I'm
nobody's teaching that part.
Okay, I'm talking about the people. You know those people, they tell you, "Oh, I want to learn," and they never have grabbed something.
Yeah.
Yes, man, it's gonna take you long. But if somebody who really wanted, like Joshua, the Joshua did it in 6 months, he already charging $40, no problem. I can leave him in the barbershop because he pushed himself. He was in the barbershop every day from 9 in the morning to 8 at night, every day for the beginning. Now I'm gonna
How was his customer service?
something. It's hard. It's hard in these days. If you're 30 years old and you got kids, you got a wife, well, cabron, it's hard. Money is hard. It's hard. It's hard. I know it's hard. Ain't nothing that I can do about that. That's why I decided to do this when I was 18, when I had my mom support. I took this decision when I could do it, that I didn't have no problem. I cannot talk about somebody who want to start doing it and they 30 with kids. I never passed through that. Makes sense? I cannot tell you that, but what I can tell you is that I can show you a way where you can shorten it. But the only way you can make that time way shorter is that you put of your part. And people, it's hard to put from your part when you don't got a boss threatening you about firing you. It's hard to put with your part when you're frustrating, when the haircut didn't came good, when you got your wife talking crap to you, when you're gonna make money, when you got your son telling you this barbering stuff, I don't got the stuff for school because you're not making enough money. It's a lot of things that come behind it. And that's a price that you gotta pay. I don't
How
care
long?
what you say about the price. It's not the money. It's about the price that you have to pay in the process before you get good enough.
You talking about paying dues. You're saying you got to
You
pay some
have
dues.
to. Bro, I passed Christmas. I told you this before. No money.
Mm.
Nobody believe in me. Nobody. And you telling me that you want it that easy, cabrón? That you think that I'm just gonna pass you my power like that? That somebody just passed it like it was a Pokemon and he got like a evolution stone and that's it? No. You're gonna pass Black Christmas. You're gonna have your wife telling you that it's not worth. You're gonna have friends telling you that you're not worth of it. Point blank. You have to pay the price. You have to cut for free.
Mm-hmm.
I agree
You,
with that. I agree with the cut
you
for free
have to,
part.
because if you didn't went through the pain, if you didn't went through the frustration of failing, and you just want to win in a blink of an eye, you just gonna quit right there.
I think I'm understanding you more, Nessie. Like I feel your pain, I feel your passion, and I
You gonna
think I'm understanding you more. I feel like you feel like, wait a minute. My story is I did go through that Christmas without no money. I did have those times where I didn't know how I was going to pay this. I had that time where people were doubting me, but I stuck with it. And then I finally saw the light. I finally started seeing it work. And then you almost feel like people are disrespecting what you sacrificed because
course,
they're expecting what you have earned right out the gate.
of course, Bobby. Think about it, bro. Did I come out of school? You've been here 15 years. I'm not even half of the way you are. You fixing my haircuts, and I'm getting paid $40,
Mm.
and I'm not even pulling $10 to give you. I don't even appreciate it.
Mm,
That's a big word right there because
You know
yes.
that's true.
how many people are hell,
Yes.
That's true.
and they charge $50, and they didn't even add all the haircut basically, and they didn't even pull the half of it and say, you know what, Nesty, cabron, here, bro, you did a haircut.
That also ties into people that never had a regular job that comes into the barber industry. That's like their first real job. They don't appreciate having something like this because they never had to really work for somebody else. So I get you on that.
Yeah, a lot of people, yes, they do, but that's the ones. Most of them they quit, man. I see a lot of people with good intentions. I see a lot of people with all the meanings to go forward, but they got so much in life They got so much going on inside of them. They got so much going on. Look, my house is empty. You see, thank God right now I don't have nothing going on, but I meet people and it's so hard to deal with all that and then become this that we are right now. It's so hard for them, and I understand that. That's what I tell them. To you do this, people, you need to have a little bit of backup. And if you don't have the backup, you're gonna have the Black Christmas, and you have to embrace it. You have to embrace that Black Christmas. And that day that you in that Christmas without nothing, you're gonna get on your knees and you're gonna pray to God to give you all the strength, the wisdom, and the knowledge to you keep going to the next Christmas, baby. Maybe it's great, maybe, and then the other Christmas, maybe you will loony, and it's half almost like. Pero you're not
Now,
gonna die from one side. It's not gonna happen.
to hear all of that passion in you and all of that hurt, um, with the work that you're doing, you, how do you feel that you're not going to have that big of impact on changing any of this stuff? It's still going to go on. So what do you do?
Videos. I keep showing people. I'm like Jesus Christ, man. I just keep saying the word. The salvation is there. It's on you on taking it, man. You feel me? It's in the. This is. I can't do nothing, bro. My work is done. I
Yeah.
did my part. I died today. They gonna remember me, bro. They gonna remember me. Makes sense. And then maybe here to 20 years old, the Orion's Bell is in a book. I don't care no more about the other rest because that's on God.
Amen.
I did my part.
So you feel like you know how they say some people complain but they don't do anything. You feel like I complain, but I did something. I put videos out. I put something out there for you, and now it's there. And if you don't take it, that's on you. It's not on me.
Exactly, it's on you, and I'm sharing it. And you saw me in person, and you know what I'm about. I'm real, and I
Yes.
tell the people the truth from the beginning. Or I make you quit right there, or I break you out of it. And soon as somebody tell me I wanna do this, I tell them all the bad things is coming behind it. Because when it happens, I don't want you to be surprised. Like
Yeah.
Charlie Kirk, I'm sorry, but that guy got shot. That wasn't a surprise. Bro, you cannot come and do something that you know it can have retaliation against you. And if you go out there and you don't educate yourself, you don't talk to people like us, you're going to have retaliation of customers, of your family, of your mother's wife. But you avoid that. And even though if you do have retaliation because your situation is not going well, you have to stick on it. Because if you quit, you're going to give them more space to talk.
I want to say that
If you make it happen, they will bow. If you make it happen, they will say sorry. You don't have no more option. If they family, what you gonna do? Exiliate, like get rid of them? You can't. But what you can do is that even though in that year was bad, you kept going. What you think? That my daddy told me to get another job. My baby mom didn't told me to get another job. You know how many people told me I suck? I got a guy who got me in a barbershop, people, when I started. And he kicked me out because I wasn't good enough. And he kicked me out in an ugly way. You know what he told me? I don't have enough for you because I already got my friend that I'm helping. I can help put 2 people. And I'm here with all the meanings. You know, he called me through Instagram. Nasty. You know what I said, bro? The only thing I remember is when you kicked me out of the barbershop. Don't come and tell me you was there for me. But I appreciate the opportunity because thanks to you, I got better in life.
Dope. That's
now,
dope.
I'm just going to tell you something. We ain't friends. But we cool. Yeah. We ain't friends. but we cool. And he told me, you know what? I hope you forget about that and you forgive me if I didn't believe in you one time.
Whoa, that's big for for a man to call another man and say that. You don't. A lot of men don't do that. That
No,
that that right there was big. But it
no,
proves but it proves your point though. You're gonna get doubted. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be tough times. If you really about this and you really want to do this barbering thing, stick to it, stay with it, get a model, and
keep going.
prove them wrong. And
Prove
then
that.
they're gonna support you and appreciate you once you really pull it off.
Eventually, it's gonna happen. And if you don't, they're just gonna hate on you. Because at the time they see the kind of money you got, and look, I'm gonna tell you this, I get this, even from my closest people. They get mad at me because they see that I make this easy money and they gotta go to work or they gotta do so many things. And they be like, oh, but okay, you got it easy. I'm like, Papi, it's not that easy. It's not. It's being in this position, it took a long time. It took a long time. And I'm here to help. But like I said again, it's on y'all. And it's on the people who want to learn. You gotta stick to it. You gotta drink the drops, your tears. You gotta swallow your pride sometimes. Sometimes not all money is gonna be good. You're not gonna be able to please everybody. And the first thing you gotta learn is how to let people go. Because
Mm.
if you test the person now, if you don't come back, don't think about it. Just
Mm.
let the other people come. And that happened. And if some female barbers are here, I'm just gonna tell female barbers, when you start on this industry, the first thing I'm telling you is don't cry because somebody told you that you're not good. Don't cry like that. Don't let those emotions take over you. Okay? It's hard for a female. This is a man stuff. So of course it's hard. But remember, if you are a girl and you never got haircuts, you don't understand what the people is passing through. If you are a woman and you never had a fade, you have to understand what you're doing with that tool because
Mm.
you never get that done to you, so you don't understand. That's to my females barbers. I know we didn't talk about that, but that's something that I want to talk about.
I do believe though. I do believe anybody can be
You have to
trained.
understand. You're not a man. You never got shaved before on the apple. You don't know how much that hurts. You don't know how much the neck hurts if you press the clipper down. Remember, girls, this is something different than what you always get done. So before you jump to it, make sure that you talk to your mans, make sure you talk to your teacher, make sure you ask them which is the weakest areas. Remember, learn
Like
how
the
to pass
most sensitive areas.
more sensitive areas.
Okay.
Yeah. One of the main things, learn how to pass the clipper. The trick of barbering, to be a good barber with the hands, is learning how to slide the clipper. When the day that you learn how to slide the clipper with no problem, the rest is gonna be done itself. Your brain is gonna put everything together. And don't stop educating yourself. You
Man.
have to watch the videos to the day that you can do it without thinking. If you thinking when you cutting, you gotta keep educating yourself. When you cutting, you don't supposed to be thinking about the haircut that much. That's supposed to flow inside of you.
All right. Two things I want to talk about real quick. One thing is that there's a lot of men that don't get fades or get a razor on their face. So
That's what
for
I'm
you to
about.
isolate it to be just women, there's a lot of men in this industry that don't even got facial hair and got long hair and never had a fade. So that could also be to them as well. My one thing I really wanted to say was that you could be misunderstood because when we started this interview, a lot of us, even me myself, I was like, well, nah, that ain't nah, you gotta think about this and think about that. But when you got to your real point and passion is the work that you've been put in the beginning, and for somebody just to come out of school and just reap the benefits of that price without going to through anything, that's that's your biggest point. And that I don't know if you do making videos on that part because that's I'm even seeing the comments people like, oh, I agree with that. I still have my passion, but I agree with that. I understand now. I get it now. I see what you're talking about.
Yeah,
That
bro. Sad. It's sad when I'm standing in a barber shop and a new person comes and I'm expecting to they have the same quality than me, and they don't, and they charge the same amount of money. It's not fair for nobody right there, bro. You
how
know,
long is your haircuts?
if it's to that point, I gotta raise my prices to 80 then.
How long do you take the cut? How long is your haircuts?
20 minutes,
Okay,
30 minutes.
$40.
The thing is, bro, there is not just the cut with me.
Yeah, it's
Some
got to
people,
be experience.
some people don't want to leave the chair.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's the
Some people
experience.
come to me just to talk to me. I got a guy that he comes because he watched TV with me and we watching a program together. I got another guy that he gets number one all around in the lineup. Pay me $80, and he just want to talk about his job.
Mm.
That's why I asked earlier. Is it about the haircut? And
No,
it's not.
yes, the thing is that he's gonna pay $80 because he know the haircut's good, plus the conversation better.
The experience, the overall experience.
Make sense what I'm saying? The people look. I got a TV right here. I put a movie right there. I put the best movie. Like when, let me give you an example. When Straw came out, Straw and Sinners. I had
Yeah.
everybody watching Straw and Sinners. The movie is like 40 minutes down. We finish the haircut, and I take the cape off, and they stay there. And I'm like, hey, they're like, but I gotta finish the movie. And I'm like, I finished. You finished already? I'm like, yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah.
I make it in a way that people don't even feel they're getting a haircut, man.
Mm. It's community. You really, it's the relationship building is what you're really doing there.
Bro, I'm charging 45 and everybody's paying me 60.
It's good.
Makes sense. And I don't take 40 minutes. Everybody's Navy, nobody got beer.
Yeah.
Mm.
Answering your question about regular haircuts. That's why I say the first thing you gotta learn is how to pass the clipper. If you learn how to pass the clipper, you can do any haircuts. If you learn how to do a fade, you can do any haircuts. Because the main thing of doing a fade, the first thing is lowering down the hair. A haircut is lowering down the hair. If you pass the two all around, that's a haircut. If you learn how to pass the two really fast, all around, really good, you're winning.
See, I gotta stop you there too, because I'm getting more into we belittle ourselves or take ourselves down to just a fade. If we can do a fade, we're winning. It's more now to a haircut. We
More,
gotta bring those shears out. We gotta part that hair a certain way. We gotta
bro.
do more than
Look,
just a haircut.
point on my work, I specialize in that because where I work,
Mm.
it depends what you're gonna specialize. Because
Right.
you hair right now, you come out of barber school, you got good cutting hair in a year, right? I know people in 3 years they doing like crazy stuff, but because they keep educating themselves and they follow stuff they like from the industry. I follow that I can cut 3 people in an hour and a half. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to take people's money faster than I could ever do. I'm trying to make $100 the hour.
Mm.
And I don't want to use a lot of products. I don't want to dye hair. I don't want to be using the spray. None of that. I want to do the most simple haircut in the best way possible without using that much product in a quickest way so they can live happy and they be like, okay, they didn't put no paint, they didn't need no gel, but my haircut is on point. And 90% of my customers, they ask for skin fades
Yeah,
because
because
that's
you
what I put
military.
myself to.
Yeah.
If you put yourself to deal with people with low fades, eventually that's gonna be your
That's
people.
what you're gonna get.
You wanna learn how to do people with long hair and Edgars? Guess what? Eventually, everybody over there is gonna have an Edgar. So, in the time, I specialize in what? High face and medium face. Why? Because I can face somebody faster than what I can chase somebody. I can face somebody faster than what I can break somebody.
Mm.
That's why I focus myself on that. Now,
Yeah.
if you learn how to fade, that's what I'm saying. If you learn how to fade, you can do almost any regular haircut. I will say with clippers and with shears, I will say in the normal circumstances. Men, regular haircut. Less than 6 or 8 on top and 2 or 3 on the sides. Make sense what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I concentrate myself on. Now, if you learn how to cut with me and then you want to say, you know what, Nesty? I want to learn how to do just like real, like short, real low fades. And well, you know what? I'm not the guy. But
I like your
Not
honesty,
that
man.
guy.
yeah,
I
I'm
like
not the
that.
guy.
And
But
that's okay. And I
that's all.
like what you just said right there. I've been telling people for a while, everybody don't have to do the same thing. But you have to know your demographics. You have to know where
Yeah,
you at and you have to know your market. You're near
That's
military. So that actually makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Me and Tamil, we run different types of shops. I got a shop right down the street from me. Every other word he cursing. And but it's they love it. It's his people love it, and they come there religiously. And then the people that loves our shops, they come. So I think barbering is such a wide, a variety of things. You just have to pick your lane and know your surroundings so you know what to target.
yes,
You
you
know
gotta
what you're around.
gonna be in the market that people wanna buy. Makes sense. And how you gonna make your money, bro? Makes sense because at least me, I don't wanna I don't wanna be killing myself with women. I'm sorry. That's why I don't cut women.
Or you don't cut any women.
I can cut a woman if it's gonna do a man cut. But if you tell me the woman want to dye her hair, to then she tells me it's not light enough.
He
And
said, hell no.
Hey,
Nasty said
no, you need to
no.
go get more education. You're not the barber that needs to be charging $40. You need to
aha.
charge $20 because you can't do this
So
and
I
you
don't do
can't do
that.
that.
I don't do that because it's the people that I want to deal with. You know what
I
I'm
do. Yeah.
saying?
And
It's
that's
what
cool.
I'm dragging to me. It's how I make my money. I make a lot of money, bro. A lot of money, and I don't do none of the dime. I don't do no designs. I do
Yeah.
straight fades, but it's consistent. And the thing is, fades are something that people do every 2 weeks. If you
Hmm.
come and do somebody who do a really low fade, eventually he's gonna get tired. He's gonna end up doing a high fade or like a medium fade because he's not gonna be coming here every week to pay $40.
That makes sense, man.
You
You
know,
Yeah.
found your market. You got your niche, man.
Yeah,
You
you
yes,
like
got
I
it.
got, that's what I'm teaching. I'm teaching a form of market. That don't mean that that's gonna be the market for you. Now, if you wanna make money on barbering and you wanna sit in a chair, I can teach you the trick to make money. What you wanna make? You wanna make money or not? Because people come and say, like, let's put it like this: you got a guy and he's learning how to cut, and he comes and tells you, "Oh, I wanna do a design," and I'm like, "Great," and he like, "No, but I don't wanna copy it because I wanna do it from my mind," and I'm like, what? Why you gonna try to invent something that is already being done? Why you gonna try to do something that you don't even got no wisdom of?
Hmm.
When you got a picture, all my designs are copies. All my haircuts are copies. All my techniques are copies. Everything that I do, nothing was invented. The only thing that I invented was the mix between the reference points with the name of Orion's Bell. And that's not even an invention. I just put two things together. But most people, they want to act like to get some credit, like they Nikola Tesla, or like you're gonna be like Albert Einstein, and you just figure the haircut down. Bro, it's already being done. You just
Yeah.
gotta get the calculator and put 2 plus 2 equals 4.
I want to hear some of these. You one thing you really doing is you really have people captivated in the comments. We call it the clubhouse. Um, Donnell, I would love for you to explain, where you feel the contradiction comes in at, because this is what we want. We want our clubhouse to be more involved, and yeah, we have questions we want to ask them to help you guys, but there's going to be something that you wish you could ask, and this is that time. So if you guys got anything in the comments, in the clubhouse that you like to ask, this will be a great time.
That's
Baby said, "I'm gonna say this
Yeah.
one."
Donnell
That's
also
different.
DM us at United Barbers Club on IG. We're gonna put together a panel of barber school owners. So uh, I know you wanted to hop in this live because you was like, I got some stuff to say.
He
So
got
we
something.
want to
I
get
wanted to hear
you.
what he had to say.
Yeah, we want to definitely get you teamed up. Rondell was in here, maybe even my guy Raheem. We want to set up panel up and get you guys on soon. So DM us, please.
Sergio
Dusty, you
said,
keep showing these clippers. Why you keep showing these clippers? What's going on?
No, I guess somebody's calling me, bro. Hold on.
No, you should keep showing the clippers. What's up with the clippers you keep showing?
Oh, papi, the Supreme, the new Dark Star. The new Dark Star, I haven't
I
even
think he
opened
met
it yet.
Supreme when we met him out there.
Yeah, he was
Or
with
they,
Supreme. He's with
yeah,
Supreme.
yeah. We had met them the first time when we met
Yeah.
you out in the Bay
So,
Area.
no questions? I got a question.
All right, what's your question? Because I got one for you too. We're gonna go to hot
You
topics after this.
you are like you are like educators,
Yeah,
right?
we educate,
You
we
are educators,
demonstrate.
right? You teach.
Yeah,
Ah,
we don't teach haircuts. We teach habits.
okay.
Customer service, good
The
habits.
stuff
Yeah.
that you was talking about, we teach that.
Let me ask you something. What you will do if a customer sit on your chair with suicide thoughts?
Oh, I'm the one.
What you will do
I'm
if
the
your
one.
customer sit down on your chair and tell
I'm the
you,
one. I'm the one I would want them to come to. I'm that guy. I am that guy. I would want them to come talk to me first because I know I'm gonna be doing everything I can to walk them off that ledge. I talk to barbers when we educate. I say we have so much power that we harness, and you guys don't realize that when you have your own issues and woes, you bring that to the shop. You can say something to push somebody over the edge.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be very thoughtful about every opportunity you have to speak to anybody that's in that chair. You have to speak positive. You have to speak life. You have to. No matter what you're going through, you have to because you don't know what you may say. One key word can be the one that push them over
can
the edge.
change
Push him over.
anybody's life forever.
Yeah.
I have
I've had a lot
down
of
my
that.
chair and telling
Mm,
me, cut my hair however you want, that I want to look good for my funeral.
Mm-mm.
damn.
That haircut was a 4 hour haircut.
Mm.
I
Wow.
cancel all my clients. I stood with him. I didn't let him go. People don't understand our job.
Yes, it's more than
That's
a
what
haircut.
if you're gonna get in this barbering stuff, you gotta be ready mentally. It's not about cutting hair. This is a people's business.
Mm.
The cutting hair is the skill that you got to make the money.
Yeah.
But to make a customer, it takes people's skills,
Yeah.
point blank. And if you're not ready to pay the price of being your own boss and dealing with people yourself in person and dealing with any kind of emotion, they can come and mold yourself to any customer that comes through that door. Don't do this.
Mm.
Yeah. Talking
Face you.
about that, you have to be mentally sound because not only do you deal with your clients that have stuff going on, you can be working in a shop that they just get on you all the time. They just be like me and Lon used to work in a shop. Boy, as soon as you touch the doorknob, they cracking on you. And if you ain't built like that, you can want to do something to yourself or just really get discouraged. So
I'm the kind that if you start arguing with me, I'm gonna make you fight me.
mm,
Me and my client, you try to you wanna clown, you gonna wanna fight me, and I'm not gonna disrespect you. I'm
That's
at
yeah.
all. You're gonna let the clippers go, and you be like, you know what, motherfuckers, let's go outside. That's what you're gonna say.
Mm,
Because that's why I work by myself. That I don't want to say that, but really the reason why I work by myself is because I'm tired of the argument thing. I'm tired of hearing people talking over other people. I'm tired of people getting on my conversation. If I'm lying to the customer, bro, it's not your problem. Am I telling him the story of the past customer? You don't know. I hate when people get between in the conversation. I hate when people is touching me when I'm trying to cut a customer. I'm trying to hear my customer arguing with the other customer about Trump and Jesus Christ. I'm tired of that. That's why I don't work in a barber shop. That's why I keep myself away from the barber shop. It's not that I don't like it. It's because it takes a lot from me and my customer. And I'm already on a level which I want to concentrate on the customer because I'm trying to make him give me $60 in 40 minutes. But I'm not going to be able to make that because these people is not making the environment make it worth $60. How you deal with that? So I just don't work in a barbershop because then I'm not the owner. So if I tell the owner what to do, most of the owners, they're going to take it like, oh, blah, blah, blah. They're not going to do anything. And I don't want to have enemies. So I prefer to keep myself on my way. When I go to the barbershop that I work, I don't even say hi. Because as soon as I say hi, they start asking me, where you been? Bro, what you been doing? Are you cutting in your house? Don't worry about what I'm doing. I'm cutting hair. I'm talking to my boy in Spanish. Don't come and tell me to speak English. Don't talk to my customer or try to make fun of my customer. You don't know the customer. That's the things that I don't like from the barbershop no more. And especially with the new people coming in, they don't respect barbering at all. Worse.
You got to move to
You know what I
California.
hate? You
got to work in my shop or lawn shop.
Yeah, you'll love Cali.
You'll love it.
You know what I hate from the barbershops now too? That I see the haircuts going out of the door and I don't see them doing nothing for it. At least call me, cabrón. Don't
you have
pay
to
me.
understand. You have to understand something though. There's no perfect haircut.
So
Never.
don't charge but don't charge $40 when it's obvious.
But you got veterans that do this too. You have veterans that do this.
I know. It's like I said, man. It all depends. That's why I work by myself.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't want to judge. Because when I get to that position, I see that and I want to expect everybody be on my level. And I know they can't. So I just have my own place to like that. I can, do my thing. And then when other people do their thing, I don't, it's money for everybody, bro. It's customer for everybody. I hate when other barbers or all barbers, they scared of losing customers. And I tell this to people, man, customers is like having a girlfriend. It's just your turn. Eventually, he might go somewhere else. Eventually, better if you are old barber and you got a new barber next to you and you are barber from barber, like you are barbershop barber, don't be afraid of teaching. Don't be afraid of helping. Like, oh, he's gonna take my clientele. No, he ain't gonna take your clientele. It's so many people for everybody.
So many.
It's clientele for people who's not that good. It's clientele for people who's awesome. It's clientele for people who's willing to pay $100, and it's clientele for people who's charging $20. But you have to know your role. I know my role. It's things that you're not gonna be with me. That's why I'm not in those places, because I don't agree with it. So if I don't agree with it, I don't go there. That's why I'm so good at what I do, because like that I can tell you this. I don't need nobody. I don't need a barbershop. I don't need your promotion. I don't need your customers. Me, 15 years after. Not me, 1 year after. Me, 15 years. I can stand next to you both, and I open a barbershop next to your barbershop, and your barbershop still popping, and I'm going to be popping too. And guess what? None of your customers are coming to my barbershop.
So
I don't need it. That's why I got the passion that I got. That's why I show what I show, and I talk how I talk, because I want to people be legitimate with me, They be real, and I don't want to be fake to nobody, and I don't want to be trying to be two faces. I don't
One
want to be somebody else.
one thing about you is you are you, and anybody that's watching this live and expecting you to be anything like them, they're watching the wrong live. It's you being you, and what you we talk about this on Instagram. Everybody want to be like the guy that's doing this and the guy that's doing that, not knowing what his struggles was to get to that. So, bro, I applaud you for everything that you've been through to get to where you are, and that you're living your dream. Can't nobody be mad at you for doing what you're doing. That's benefiting you. We ain't living your life, so do what you
Literally, that was
doing.
my dream. My dream, you know what was my dream? You want me to tell you my dream? When I started barbering, my goal was to make $100 a day, and when the time that I wasn't cutting nobody, be able to play PlayStation.
That's
That was
real.
guess what? I'm doing it. I'm not cutting
Hey,
nobody. I'm playing 2K.
oh dang! All right, we
Happy
finna switch.
doing it.
Stop. We
I
finna
go to
switch
the
it up.
gym. My dream. Go to the gym, play 2K, and cut hair.
All right, we finna go to hot topics real quick, and this is just a fun hot topic. We want to see the comments blow up on this because this is the question that I have. I really want to know what you guys' input is. So the question is, what is the biggest guard a barber should have? Comments. Let me see what
What?
y'all saying.
What's the
What is the
biggest guard
biggest
that a barber
guard
should
a
use?
barber should use?
4.
Nothing.
Or
Nothing should be bigger.
You don't need nothing bigger because that's what you're supposed to use shears.
Mm.
mm,
You
I
can use
see.
it,
Tracy
I see
said
but
4. Rick the
4. I
barber
see
said 5.
5. Okay.
I feel it's a mix. Depends the hair
3.
too. It depends the hair, because some hairs you gotta pass a 8 because it's not enough, and maybe the
What?
8 fit perfectly.
Oh,
But on regular basis, I feel number 3 and 4
Craig,
are
stop it.
from here.
Hey,
Greg said
so
16.
what's finger length, guys? Okay, I've been in the game for a long time, and I don't know what's finger length. What guard is finger length? Because
Ooh.
I'm saying like that should be it. I say a 6, maybe a 7 max, but these 16 guards and these 10 guards and 12 guards, what the hell is that?
Ooh. We got people on Instagram
Laziness.
saying 4. Y'all on Instagram, come over to YouTube. Click the link in the
5 for my
bio.
fingers. Real Roots TV. Hey, I feel you. Because my fingers
Yeah,
might be a 2
Getting
guard
faded
because I
said
got
a
little
7
fingers.
8.
What you got there, boy?
Come on
man,
over. Click the link.
you gotta learn how to do this, guys.
Yeah,
You gotta learn how to grab the
yeah.
hair with the fingers.
Hey,
You
now
gotta
don't
learn
you
how to do 90
don't
degrees.
you
You gotta
don't
learn how
you
to do 45 degrees.
oh,
With the
don't grab a
45
pair of
degrees,
shears and not know how to use them.
when you do the 45 degrees like this, right? The hair is falling like this, and you grab it and you do the 45 degrees, and you put the 45 degrees like this. That's supposed to connect with the number 3 on the paradas reach. Doesn't matter what. If you do the cheers right, you pass number 2.5 to here, and then you do the cheers, and then you do the number 3.5 flicking off. It's gonna connect no matter what. I do that every day. That's how I cut. I cut number 2.5 to here. Do the
Carlos,
face,
Mr. Blinkings.
do the
So you're
top
not
with
so
here.
you're not doing no 16s, Nessie. You ain't doing no. He said.
Hey, the
Greg said
16, the
it's
12s, the 10s. I'm like, bro, who came up with this? I need to know who originated
People
that.
who's lazy,
And
people who don't want to use shears.
yeah,
You
that's
want to see
lazy.
shears? Look at this. I
Yes,
want to
that's
see that.
lazy.
Look, get close,
Oh,
get
yeah, I got
close,
a
get
couple
close.
there.
Look at that.
We can't get close. You gotta get close.
Look,
Oh yeah, that look recent.
yeah.
Papi, you see that?
Yes,
That's why they don't do shears.
wow.
They ain't ready for the battle scars.
Happy. I show you my scars right here. Foof. Mira, and I had a stick.
Oof.
Look, I had to stick the skin. I had to stick the skin to it, and then put a
Oh,
piece of tape and
Tape
glue.
it. Yeah, yeah, I
oh,
know.
oh! You
Yeah.
sliced yourself bad then.
Yeah, manín, porque like I said, I start talking. I think I know what I'm doing, and I'm gonna.
I think
Rondell
I
out
know what I'm
of
doing.
Inspire said never cut past the second
The second
knuckle.
knuckle. Everybody know that.
Donnell said it too.
Hey,
Baby said it.
hey, our audio is starting to act weird, so we're gonna end it right here.
Hey, I want to say something to Nesty. Nesty, can you hear me?
Is that me?
I think it's no, I hear it too. Okay, so I want to say something to Nesty. Everybody has opinions about each other. Everybody has opinions about some of the things that you said. A lot of people were like, "Man, he's passionate. I love it." Then you have some people that were like, "Well, some of this stuff is contradictory." I want to tell you one thing that I get from somebody like you in the industry is passion. And for me, people like you and that really take this industry that serious, this regardless of the other things that people agree or disagree with you on technically, I admire the passion that you have for barbering. I admire the story, the struggle, the triumph, everything that you went through to be proud to be a barber. People like you, people like Barber Doll. Who else is passionate like that? Mr. Official, who we spoken to. Y'all make me feel more proud to be a barber. I'm already proud to be a barber, but when I hear the passion and people like you about this, again, regardless of what people think about your technical perspectives, it's that passion you got. It's the protective spirit you have about barbering that makes me proud, man. I just wanted to tell you that, my dude. All right. Y'all, we appreciate y'all tuning in on this Tuesday, spending this
Yes,
time with
sir.
us, man. Y'all gave us most valuable thing you got, time. Y'all
Yes,
gave it
sir.
to us, man, and y'all rock with us. So we just want to thank you. Make sure to subscribe. Like Tamel said, set that reminder because we have been having some unexpected things drop, and we want to make sure you hear about it. So, yeah, man, tune in. Stay tuned in with us every Tuesday, 7 p.m. PST. That's Pacific Standard Time. And it's United Barbers Club, man, for the Culture Podcast.